Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about today's full moon and maybe some signs you may experience for those of you who are more acceptable or sensible to energies around us. There may be some things you may experience today or in the next few days. So what are the signs you should pay attention to, and what are some intentions you could send today in order to release more of your energetical blockages so you can fully align your energy and you can step into your power? So those are the things you can do anytime, but today we have the full moon, which is as well the supermoon, the second supermoon of the year 2022, and the supermoon happens when the moon's orbit is closest to the earth, and it presents itself with a bit larger and brighter full moon. It is also in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, and its ruling planet is Jupiter, which is the largest planet in the solar system. And Jupiter is also known as the planet of good fortune, abundance, and knowledge. So if we look the Sagittarius, it is bringing us a vibration of optimism. It is bringing us a vibration of being enthusiastic about life, being seekers of wisdom, and also being, spontaneous and adventurous. So we have that beautiful combination of energies when it comes to taking our lives on an adventure. Letting go of those false limitations and limited beliefs which are not allowing us to fully flow with our dreams and visions from the future. So what may you sense today? You may sense today an increased emotions, especially lack of joy, emotions of curiosity, which are truly powerful because we become curious how we could change our lives for the better, or what we could let go of so we can fully embrace who we are meant to be, right? And maybe you can sense increased emotions of sadness as well. Sadness is reminding you what aspects of your life you're ignoring. So pay attention to that. If you may sense today increased emotions in any, some people call them negative emotions or bad emotions, but emotions are emotions and that's it. And when we recognize, okay, today I sense a bit of sadness, today I sense a bit of anger, today I sense a bit of frustration, today I sense a bit of shame, today I sense a bit of guilt, today I sense a bit of separation maybe from the universe or from your greatest version of yourself or whatever it is. When you pay attention to the emotion, you may recognize that it is signaling what you need to take care of in your life. And how to know that? Well, if you go deeper into sadness, it may reveal to you that you are ignoring yourself, or that you are not honest with yourself, or you are not doing what you said you will do, and your body becomes sad. Because you're actually, on the first place, lying to yourself or being dishonest to yourself. So you see, emotions are truly powerful signal when we pay attention to them. Or you may experience anger and you may say, oh, that person triggered me. But anger is there because you're not actually dealing with your triggers. You're not actually empowering yourself with greater understanding of how could you deal with those people, or how could you deal with the circumstances. Triggers were created within you when you were little, observing your environment, how people around you are responding to certain situations, or better said, reacting to certain situations. And those people taught you You've actually picked that up from your environment. Those people taught you how to react to situations. But what if those reactions are not truly beneficial for your growth and expansion? Well, Sagittarius is bringing you a new perspective on life, or a curiosity for a new perspective. What if you could become more loving? What if you could become more kind? What if you could become more compassionate? So if you want to become more compassionate or kind or more loving or more caring or whatever, you firstly need to teach yourself how to do that, right? That's the curiosity level, how to do that. And you start teaching yourself how to be more kind in those aspects. So that's how you're dealing with triggers. You can't just become aware of the triggers and say, yeah, those are my triggers, and not do anything about it. So if you're experiencing intense emotions today, Moon is often affecting our emotional body. And if you're experiencing any of that, pay attention to emotions and learn from them. Any kind of whatever emotion you may experience right now, pay attention to it, learn from it. What could you change in your life? What could you start doing more in your life so you can release its tension? And soon you may recognize that just when you pay attention to a certain unpleasant emotion, it will release its energy and you may start to feel lighter. That's what we were talking in yesterday's video. So today, lack of joy or awareness over the lack of joy may be more present because of this full moon, and it is an important reminder why you are lacking joy. What is bringing you joy? Can you remember what brought you the most joy in your life in your past? Because some people just don't know anymore what is bringing joy in their life. So that's why we need to take our bodies on an adventure and research a little bit what brings us joy, what we love to do, right? Go to travel a little bit, or go to lose yourself in nature, not literally, but just, you know, go into a forest or go to a beach and just observe the wonders and see if you can find something new. Or what about your hobbies? Can you expand yourself a little bit? Can you do something new? Can you do something more? Can you give more of yourself? Or can you receive more? You know, sometimes we just don't know how to receive love. For example, somebody say to you, oh, you're so loving. And you say, no, you are loving. Rather than just say, oh, thank you so much. I truly feel love. I truly feel loved. Or whatever it is. You know, be adventurous when it comes to your approach to your life. How could you expand yourself? Could you give more? Could you receive more? Could you play more? How to play more? Be like a little kid here and there and just create. Take a canvas and create something beautiful. Write a poem or write a book if that's the case. So, you know, think about it. Because this energy of Sagittarius, I love that energy because it is playful energy, and it is, you know, it is charging us with that enthusiasm for life. And that's what is inspiring us to step outside of that limited box of perception. And we start looking on life from that wider point of view, where we see that we were so stuck, not because of the situations, but because we didn't allow ourselves to free ourselves from the false limitations, beliefs, limited beliefs, stories we are telling to ourselves. Well, it's enough of that. Let's move on. Let's create a new story of our lives. And often people think that their dreams are not possible because they seem too far away. But what if your dreams or whatever you're visualizing in the future is actually just few actions away from you, few steps away from you. And all you need to do is just to change your direction and gain greater clarity over your goals and intentions. So think about it. And creativity may be more increased today, my friend. So do something playful, do something joyful, do something where you can express yourself fully. As I said before, writing a poetry, writing a book, drawing, painting, making content, or whatever feels like a creative expression. When it comes to emotions, learn to express more of your emotions, not in a negative way, where we start complaining and judging and so on, but we become honest and open and we express how we feel. We can do that with people with whom we can connect on that soul level. So today it may be a great day. In ancient times people were gathering at the times of full moon and they were just expressing how they sense it, what they feel about it, and how they are, spiritually evolving. So pay attention to that. If there's something you may sense, some changes you may experience, pay attention to that. I love to paint at times like that because, when we sense the creativity and we sense maybe some new inspiration or new insights, we need to express them. That's why we sense it. So our senses are like antennas through which we plug ourselves to different frequencies, and information are traveling in frequencies. So once we plug ourselves to certain vibrations and frequencies, we may receive some completely new insights, new ideas, new inspiration, new visions, new dreams, new goals. And if you will not express it, it means that you are not ready to experience it. So when you say no to the universe will choose another person. And that's why most often, most people are not able to manifest their dreams because they just don't take action upon them. So my friends, this full moon is reminding you it's time to step into your power. It's time to take your life onto the next level and get ready for that. Ricky Rogers said that strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. And we need to remind ourselves that, because so often we say, I can't do that until we do it, right? I can't do that until I do it. So remind yourself that there is more evolved version in yourself, in yourself. Or if it's easier to think about it, we are living in a field of infinite different realities. And there is a reality in which there is more evolved version of yourself, wiser you, more loving you, kinder you. And all you need to figure out is how that wiser you is thinking, what that more evolved version of yourself has let go in the past. So it became that wiser version. And what could you let go right now in order to get there, in order to embody it? Because you can only become who you are willing to become, right? So you need to remind yourself, what could I let go today? And truly stop repeating that. What could I stop repeating so I can make space for more empowering actions, for more loving actions, for more kind actions, or just whatever you want to change in your life. Maybe you may experience today a greater clarity over your vision for the future. And I want to set some intentions right now with you. So firstly, what is a vision for the future? It's an idea of where you see yourself in the future. Often I see in the comments people saying, I don't have any vision for the future, I can't see that. So you don't need to see that, you just need to have some goals or some aspirations or some dreams, what you want to experience in your life, because if you are not directing yourself, your environment will be. And if your environment is what you call toxic, that's who you will become. So pay attention to your dreams for the future, because Sagittarius, as I said before, it's adventurous sign. Tap into your bravery by doing things you say you will do. That's from where self-confidence is coming from. Doing things we say we will do. People think self-confidence is a gift we get at our birth, but it's not true. Self-confidence is coming from doing things we say we'll do, and that's how we get better at doing what we are doing. And that's confidence. We build confidence. I remember how much I was afraid of talking in front of the camera when I started making videos. But now it's my second nature because I'm doing that every single day. And sometimes people ask me how I got confident for talking in front of my camera. And I just said, well, I decided to do that, and then I did it. And then I started repeating that every single day. And I became better at it. And I still make so many mistakes. You know, English is not my first language, so I do many mistakes when I'm talking in English, but still I'm not afraid of expressing myself. Even though I feel fear, I sense fear, but I don't let fear guide me. So you see, it's a decision. It doesn't mean that some people are just braver than you, some people feel less fear than you. It may be true, but we are all dealing with same emotions. The question is, how well we are willing to overcome what feels unpleasant. How well we are willing to manage them. How well we are willing to surrender ourselves to our highest dreams. And what we are willing to do in order to get there. Because if you are not directing your life, your environment will be directing you. And sometimes we may get to the places where we just don't want to be. So I want you to set some powerful intentions today. Firstly, the one that I also mentioned to you yesterday. I let go of all fear of the future. I am where I'm meant to be, and nothing will stop me from achieving my highest dreams. When you will say that, I also want you to do that. I want you to put it into your heart so you will always remember that. I release that which is not mine. How often you plug yourself to the emotions of other people or to problems of other people because you want to help them, but suddenly you find yourself constantly thinking and worrying about things which are not even yours. It's beautiful and really loving from you to help others, but when it comes to yourself, you also need to let go of what is not yours. So remind yourself, I release that which is not mine. Let it go. Move on. The next one, I release all obstacles on my path. Doesn't matter what will appear in your life, on your path as an obstacle, you know that you can overcome it. But let go of those limited stories, you know, which are telling to you, oh, it's so hard, oh, it's not possible, oh, those people will be laughing at me. You know, that's how you are actually making obstacles. And then you experience manifestations of it, and then you say, oh, you see, I told you it's not possible. That's where you need to release the stories. So I release all obstacles on my path. The next one is I release limiting beliefs. Are you ready to release limiting beliefs? Because beliefs are changed by new beliefs. And if you want to release old beliefs, you also need to decide that you are willing to learn something new, right? And if you're willing to learn something new, then you also need to take action and read a book or watch a podcast or watch a video and then apply lessons you've learned That's how you will start learning new things. And then consistent repetition of new information will create within you new patterns, which will develop new beliefs. So beliefs are changed by new beliefs, and new beliefs are created by consistent repetition of new information. Something which can inspire you, something which can empower you, something which can uplift you. And that's how we are changing our beliefs. And I've learned that on my path because I needed to change many of my beliefs so I could start working on what I'm working now. Then the next one is I release fears and doubts. Just let go of it. It doesn't mean that you will not sense it anymore, but it will stop controlling you. So let go of it, release it. I release those relationships that no longer serve my higher good. Are you still too attached to every person in your life, even those who are not actually serving any purpose to your growth or expansion? It's time to let go of that. Even just setting the simple intentions can do a lot to your energy body. I release attachment to outcome. This one is so powerful. Write it down, write it into your heart, feel it. I release attachment to outcome. I release pain and suffering as a means to growth. You know, we have two different ways to grow and to expand and to evolve. One is through internal work, through meditation, through acknowledging what you're moving through and recognizing what to let go of and what to adopt or what to learn from. And the second one is to always move through painful challenges and see everything as suffering and see everything as a reason why we should suffer and why we should be in pain and why we should be afraid. So one way is live life from within, and the other one is live life as a victim, always outside of you. So you can always choose. Yesterday I was talking a lot about choosing these two different paths. And the last intention I want to give you here is I release all that which is no longer in alignment with my highest self for the greatest good. I release all which is no longer in alignment with my highest self for the greatest good. Again, truly powerful one. So there is a great alignment within you. But with your beliefs and thoughts and stories, you're triggering emotions. And then you start reacting to your emotions, and that's where you pull yourself out of the alignment. When you just remind yourself of the great alignment which is always present within your body, you will recognize how much you were causing your own suffering and how much is actually in your power to just let go of it. Even if it's just for a short time, you will remind yourself that it is in your control, in your power. And more you're doing that, better you become at it. So it doesn't need to be a full moon or any kind of an astrological event to remind yourself about it. I make videos at those times because people are more acceptable to that at times like that. But you can do it every single day. So it doesn't mean that it works only on special days. It works all the time. Just that today you may feel more acceptable or more sensible to sense that. But every single day you have an opportunity to work on yourself. So this is it for today, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, the full moon magic. It's a playful painting and it connects so beautifully with today's message. And I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Let's celebrate this magnificent day together. And thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. I Draw My Passion. You're all truly appreciated. Till next time, one love.